Hi, I'm Richard Leonard, President of Fox Mountain Property Inspections, your full-service home inspection company. So we've got an HVAC unit here. I can look and see if it's a heat pump or not. And based on what I'm seeing here, it's not. So it is a straight air conditioner. We would see, in most cases, not all brands, a reversing valve down in there that would reverse the flow of refrigerant and create heat instead of cold air. Actually, what we're doing with the air conditioning, without getting in too much details, we're actually pulling hot air out of the house, not adding cooling. I know that's a little confusing for people, but that is the technical mechanical process. So we're going to age this. Average life expectancy on something like this is somewhere between 12 and 15 years. They can last longer. I've got one at home right now that's 26 years old and it's running fine. And I can tell you, servicing these things annually will absolutely make them last longer. Well, that's good news. Looks like we got a brand new unit here. We got a manufacturing date of April 2019. Again, I spoke about the life expectancy. It's warm enough out today that we're absolutely going to test the performance of this and see how it's doing. Looking at the refrigerant line, it's well insulated. We have a vent here that's, I'm assuming, for some type of gas furnace because we don't have a heat pump, we just have air conditioning. And this is a power vent here. So it has actually a mechanical operating portion of it that helps expel, flue gases to the exterior. And we're looking at the disconnect. The disconnect's important. It's required. Basically, so an HVAC technician, if they're working on the unit, they have a way to disconnect power. There's no way anyone else in this house can turn the power back on. He's got full control of disconnecting power from a safety perspective. Okay, so we're going into a mechanical room or a utility room, basically, but it's got mechanical equipment in it. We do have a vented door here, and we have a gas furnace, so the vented door is very important. We're looking for about 50 cubic feet of space per 1,000 BTUs of energy. So I don't know how many BTUs we have here, but with this vented door, we know we're in good shape. We've got a furnace here. We've got some personal belongings. Personally, me as a home inspector, I'm just looking past personal belongings. I almost really just don't even see them because I'm looking at specifically equipment, structure in here. So I would start with looking at structure, and we have 2x8 floor joists in here, and looks like we're about 16 inches on center. We're not doing a span calculation or anything else here, but we do have a beam, a built-up beam going down. We've got metal columns that are attached to the top, and they're buried in concrete down there. So we are going to look that the columns are visually plumb, meaning that they're straight, and we'll take a look at all that. We could spend, in a little room like this, like the most amount of time in any other room on a home inspection, just because we've got so many different categories of components, essentially. We've got a return over here for the HVAC system, and here's a filter in there. Let's see how they're doing with the filter maintenance. Well, we could use, wow, there's some hair on there. We could use a filter change. There's some new filters in there. So obviously, without a question, we're going to recommend changing out that filter. We might even be recommending servicing the system if we don't find any evidence of prior servicing. So we've got some personal things here, like for instance a vacuum and so forth. As home inspectors, we're really not supposed to move any personal items, but I'm moving the vacuum so we can get to the furnace. All right. There's a cover on the front. I'm going to remove the cover. And let's see how clean we are. Well, we could use a little cleaning here. Doesn't look too bad. We're going to age it. 100,000 BTUs, 1994. So we're 25 years old on the furnace, okay? So we're really kind of reaching the end of its lifespan, even though outside we've got a new air conditioning condensing unit. And let's see that we match up in here, because this is the air conditioning portion of it. We basically have two systems here. We've got a gas, mid-efficiency gas furnace here. There's a fan down here that blows air over the heat exchanger, and then up into the duct system of the house, the duct supply system. And then we have an air conditioning component. We have the A coil here in combination with the condensing unit at the exterior. And when we thermostat calls for AC, it's going to fire up that fan, start the condensing unit outside, start pumping refrigerant in here, and we're going to start blowing cold air. Typically, it takes about 20 minutes for that system to fully stabilize to evaluate the performance of the air conditioning system. Heat's a different story. We can do that pretty quickly with the gas, forced air, mid-efficiency gas furnace. It's 25 years old. So no other filters or anything like that here. Don't see any evidence of service records. So based on the condition of the filter and just the general condition and the age of the furnace, we're going to recommend servicing by an HVAC contractor. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit like below. If you'd like to subscribe to this channel, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, you can find us at Fox Mountain Property Inspections.